Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're having an amazing day. I know I certainly am. And what we're going to do is take a quick look here at Elon. And just before we do, we typically look at Bitcoin, but I can just throw it out there really quick. We're at 49,000, kind of averaging out. We had a 6% increase yesterday. So all good stuff there, making higher highs and higher lows essentially, and just kind of in a state of consolidation for right now. Hopefully it will leg up again soon. That has allowed for a lot of coins such as Dogelon or Elon to effectively be able to increase because of the simple fact that we're no longer making lower lows, right? That is a big takeaway. The lower highs, lower lows was just a constant drain, and a lot of coins are recovering now, so it's good to see this. That being said, if you are new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I have a trading community designed with a specific purpose of helping you become a better trader, so consider joining that. But for now, why don't we go and focus on the big picture, the one-day chart, and work our way down. So for Dogelon, let's go ahead and see here. Right now, we can see that we are coming close. We might actually test the 50-day simple moving average in the near future. Not a huge issue that we're below that for right now, but it does notoriously work as a major resistance or support level. So potential resistance if the price comes up. It might actually look like it's going to be averaging out right around 151. So that is a major Fibonacci retracement level. But the key takeaway here is that we're up over 126, which is the previous major resistance level for Elon. So good stuff here in that sense, right? We're looking pretty good, and we're up over 50 in the RSI too. We have to celebrate that. That basically implies that we're now officially in bullish territory, or at least, you know, we're going to stop. We're probably going to stop seeing lower lows and lower highs based on the simple fact that we're up over that. And you know, 50 on the RSI is pretty much a strong key level resistance, which was probably synonymous right there with 126. So being above that line is very helpful. Yeah. Furthermore, we're going to look at the 4 hour. We can see we're up over the 200 now. This is awesome. Now, this candlestick hasn't officially closed yet, but that's a great key level resistance to be above. That could essentially become a new support. And what's even greater is the fact that we got the 50 working its way back up. The 200 will average itself out. We will have a golden cross here at that point in time when that occurs. Now, will that happen right away? No, we're probably looking about 4 to 7 days away from that. But oftentimes when you see that type of price action on the 4 hour, it's a really good sign where the price will continue to increase. Keep this in mind also, we are obviously at a very exhaustive state. In other words, we have had 9, 10, 11, basically 12 4-hour candlesticks. That's essentially what, 48 hours worth of bullish momentum. So, you know, you got to understand 2 straight days of bullish momentum could imply I wouldn't say a turnaround, but it could very well imply that we might see a consolidation phase here soon. But keep in mind too, this is a pretty healthy continuation though. You can kind of see that there's a decent amount of consolidation in here, and that's not a bad thing. So ultimately, I do like what I see here from Elon. I think this is a pretty healthy continuation. Just note that it is kind of telling us right now that we're a bit on the overextended side on the medium time frame here. So the 4 hour chart's basically telling us we're a little bit over, if you will. Now looking at the 1 hour, let's go ahead and look at that as well. You can see we hit a 9, we hit a state of consolidation, got a reset. Mostly consolidation, now we're up to a 4. So according to this, again, more so the micro, I guess you could say shorter time frame, we do have potentially 5 more hours worth of bullish momentum left in the tank from Elon, okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to turn around and is the price going to retrace right away, but it does pretty much tell us that we have, I would say at least maybe about 4 to 8 hours worth of continuation of the upside before we expect some type of retracement. And that retracement may not be major. It'll probably just be a small dip somewhere down here closer to 126. Again, 126 is the key level support now, and we can kind of rely on that being a good bottom point for Elon, okay? So good stuff there, and then quickly take a look at the Ishimoku cloud. We are free and clear of any price action. The conversion line is getting close to the baseline. As soon as these two intersect, it's considered to be a sell signal. But the simple way to understand it is the lagging span is free and clear of any price action. So even if we get a consolidation phase here and then price comes back up, we'd see the same thing happen from this, and it would be clear of the price action that we consider just holding our positions open. So for lack of better terms, this doesn't tell you to basically sell your position or open a position, right? The cloud really helps you understand if you're on the right side of the tracks. So we're definitely on the bullish side of the momentum here, right? But once one of those two indicators tells us to close our position, you can do one of two things. You can trim your position, you can do nothing. You could even, a third option of just kind of holding on if you really, if you feel like this is the coin for you, right? Big picture, long term, all good. This really only applies to more so short-term holdings, okay? So, 1 day, couple of weeks, maybe tops. then this is going to help you understand that you're in pretty good shape to maybe hold a position for a shorter time frame. But when it comes to like a longer time frame, anything over, I would say 2 to 4 weeks, etc., then you probably want to use this on the 4-hour chart, or just in general, not really worry about what I'm telling you right now. Now, what we want to look at obviously is the big picture and the potential, right? So why don't we just go ahead and identify that and call it a day here? Because there's still strong potential for Elon to get upwards of right around 418. Okay, now 418 is pretty big when you think about it. That's almost what, that's basically 3x from where we're at right now. Okay, so there's definitely potential to get there. It's just that we need to see a lot more, I guess you could say, consistency from Bitcoin. Because if you see this continuation downward here, this bearish divergence, that's very synonymous with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's done a very similar pattern, albeit Bitcoin's a little bit more on the exaggerated side. Elon has held up very well considering how much Bitcoin has gone through, if that makes any sense. So if you compare the two and kind of understand that, you can kind of identify the fact that Elon does have a lot more room for growth and is definitely potential. Is this going to happen tomorrow? No, definitely not. I mean, the fact that we've increased this much here, what is it? There's about 30% increase is a really, really good sign. Okay, so all in all, I think we're in good shape here for Elon to see a continuation of the upside, but we got to understand that we're a little on the overextended side on the 4-hour chart, and that kind of tells me that we might probably going to see a consolidation phase around 126. And once it kind of continues to leg up, we'll be in probably better shape to see the price continue up to about 200 or 300 in the next month or two. Okay, so again, more of a long-term position here. You got to understand that. But it does have potential to take off, right? I mean, obviously it's done very well on just a 24 to 48 hour time frame. I wouldn't expect that to happen again right away, though. Okay, there's no real reason, no catalyst essentially causing that to happen right now. Okay, so let's celebrate the small stuff and continue to add your position as the price increases, of course. I would just say 126 should be an expected retracement if it were to come back down any further. And then moving forward, our next target is 151, which is still a pretty decent amount of increase, right? You're looking about 12%, almost 13% from the price action right now. And that's a good percent if you ask me. All right. So I hope you found benefit here, of course. Let me know if you had, of course, comment below, etc. Feel free to reach out to me through any of the social media stuff down below. But more importantly, consider becoming a member, of course, because we have an amazing group of folks there. You're going to learn a tremendous amount. I share signals for every trade that I take so you can kind of understand how to structure those. But more importantly, I'm creating basically a trading academy so you can become a better trader, right? It's going to be a very, very full-on, in-depth dive into just step-by-step how to become a good trader, because I can't really do that in these type of videos, right? So that'll be available for all of our members, so consider joining that as well if you have the opportunity. Obviously, I appreciate you regardless of whatever level you are supporting me. Thank you so much again for the years, actually no, months of support. Started in April. It feels like a lot longer than it is, but I do deeply appreciate everyone and you as well. So thanks again. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.